Alright guys, so here's the review of the Cronos L6005 version 2. So this is a Rolex Submariner Homage. I didn't check out the previous version 1, there were a few bits about that one I just didn't really like, so I gave it a pass. But when I saw that they changed it, upgraded a few bits, I decided to jump on it, got it in the AliExpress sale. It's one of a few pieces that's arrived pretty recently, so I've been trying it out. Question is, are the changes for the better or the worse? Let's get down to it and find out. So here it is. Comes in the usual Cronos packaging, same as quite a lot of the other brands, San Martin, Steel Dive, etc. They are good though. So I'll quickly pop the watch to one side and talk about what else we get in here, because there's a few bits and pieces. So in there I've just got the links I've taken out, so quite a few. Then we get a little screwdriver. These are always handy to have. Got the guarantee card, which is actually stamped and dated, which is good. Cronos are good with that kind of thing. You don't always get that. So with this, I actually changed the clasp out. So with this one, it is a milled clasp, but it just has the micro adjust in there. So I've actually swapped it out, and I'll explain why as we get into it. Just get all that out of the way. So here's the watch itself, and you can probably tell straight away one of the main changes. That's that Cronos text, the logo. Well, just the text, the font. They've got rid of the logo altogether, they've simplified the font, and it's actually now an applied logo. Well, branding, which is good. Do like that a lot. While we're zoomed in as well, one of the other changes, we no longer have that weird date frame. That's gone. It did have a white border around it, which is a little bit odd, especially with the Cyclops, so that's gone. And the Cyclops is well aligned on this one. Magnifying nicely. And everything is just really nicely finished. The hands are really nicely done, really sharp, really clean. Same with the rest of the indices. They have got a slightly odd colour to them though, unless that's just me. They don't look quite as silver as I thought they would around the edge, but that might just be the light playing with it, I'm not entirely sure. Let me know what you think down in the comments. So zoom back out, talk about the rest of it. So we got a mixture of brushed and polished on the case. So the top of it is all brushed, then the sides are polished. Give it a quick wipe actually. Still pretty hot here in the UK, unusually so. There we go, that's a bit better. So really nicely finished polishing on there. Then we got that Cronos logo still on the crown. I don't mind it on the crown, that isn't too bad. Glad it's not on the dial anymore though. And then with the bracelet, we've got brushed on the top, polished on the sides again to match the case. Now with this clasp, like I said, I've actually swapped this one out. So the one that came with it just had the micro adjusts. This one's got a glide style system. To now actually sell it with a clasp similar to this one, so we'll have that on the fly adjustment. So that's an upgrade they've made even since I bought mine, so that is good, because if you try one of these before, you'll know that they are really handy, especially when the weather gets a bit hotter like it is now. We've got a bit of a scratch on that already, don't know how I managed to do that. That's the issue with having polished sides. They do get a little bit of scratch now and then. Like I say, I'm not really sure how I've done that one. I'll probably try and polish it out though. Anyway, so when it comes to the bezel, got a ceramic insert on that, and it's 120 click. Not really any back play. Really nice action, sounds nice. Oh, gone too far. Oh no, I haven't. Yeah, so it is ever so slightly to the left, but I mean like ever so slightly. zoom in. It's like a touch. You've got to zoom in or really stare at it to be able to see it. So I'm not too bothered about that. The movement in this is a PT5000, that's a high beat movement. So you can probably see we've got a nice sweep at that second hand. And then if I unscrew the crown, talk about it in a bit more detail. So we've got that first pop it out, well actually I'm going to pop it out twice. So got hack in, second hand stopped, obviously you can change the time. Pop that back in again. Now if I pop it out once, we can change the date. And then obviously got hand winding as well, and then screw it back in. All working really well. If my hands don't slip because it's a bit hot. Anyway, let's test out now whether we've got sapphire crystal on this. Using the trusty diamond selector tool. And yep, we have got sapphire crystal. Let's test out that Cyclops. And yep, that's sapphire as well. So that's nice. Always good to see that. I quickly forgot to show you the case back. So undo this again, quickly show you that. So completely sterile case back, but we have got a completely solid bracelet, solid dangling links. And as you can tell from the unboxing bit, we have actually got screw links, which is why they give you that screwdriver. There we go. And they work well. No issues there. So now let's get onto the measurements. So we've got 40mm diameter, 13.1mm thick, 20mm lug width. Now, when it comes to the lug to lug, as you can tell, the actual lug to lug is 47.9, but because we've got male end links on this, the effective lug to lug is actually larger than that. And that's coming in at just a touch over 54, which is a little bit annoying, but you expect that with this kind of homage. That's just the way they do it. But obviously, ideally, you want to be seeing female end links. Personally, I think all watches should have female end links, but that's just me. Anyway, now for one of the other big changes of this watch, and that's the lume. So let's check that out. So you can see it a little bit already, but let's charge it up, give it a proper chance. And there it is. So that is really good lume. So it's BGW9. We've got a fully lumed bezel, as you can see, and it's all really nicely done. No patchiness at all. Really nicely evenly applied. Not one thing brighter than the other as well, which is also good. Well, on the dial anyway. The bezel fades a little bit quicker, but that's not too big a deal. The actual indices in the hands last a really good amount of time, as you kind of expect with Cronos and BGW9 as well. When it comes to these, they're pretty much up there with San Martin, so you know what you're getting. It's always going to be quality. And when it comes to the lume, they are definitely a step above most of the other brands. So all that's left to do now is show you what it's like on wrist. So this is what it looks like on my 7-inch wrist, and it does look really, really good. It's a really nice watch, this one. If I had any negatives, it'd probably be I wish it had a bit of, well, yeah, a bit more AR coating maybe. There is a little bit there, but I would have liked a tiny bit more maybe. But that's being a bit nitpicky. For the price you're paying, you can't really beat this. You got your high beat movement, you got your sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel, fully lumed, got your nice on the fly adjustment. It's just a really nice package. And the finishing is just really, really spot on, I think. And that applied logo with the branding just takes it to another level. That was the one thing holding Cronos back, I think, before. But this is definitely the right thing. I just absolutely love it. So if you want to pick one up, links are down in the description as always. They're affiliate links, help support the channel, doesn't cost you any more, the usual. But that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.